The hangar was silent, except for the echo of boots on polished concrete. The air smelled of steel, fuel, and authority. A line of young officers stood straight, their uniforms crisp, their eyes fixed forward. At the far end, the Admiral walked slowly, hands behind his back, metals glinting beneath the cold white lights. His voice suddenly cut through the silence. "State your call sign. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me where you're watching from." In the third row, among the fresh recruits, stood an older man. His hair was touched with gray, his uniform simple, stripped of any special decoration. He didn't quite fit the picture. No sharp jawline, no nervous energy. Just calm, still watching. The Admiral stopped in front of him. His gaze narrowed. "You? What's your call sign, soldier?" The man looked up slowly. His eyes were steady, like someone who had seen more storms than clear skies. "Eagle 7, he said softly. A ripple passed through the line. A few recruits exchanged quick glances. Even some of the officers froze for a second, as if that name carried a weight they weren't prepared for. The Admiral's face hardened. "Eagle 7? That call sign was retired years ago." The man didn't move. "Yes, sir," he replied. "It was." The Admiral stepped closer, his voice rising. "Who gave you permission to use that name? Do you have any idea what Eagle 7 meant to this fleet?" Silence. The air grew heavier. You could hear the faint hum of the hangar lights. The young soldiers shifted uncomfortably, sensing something unfolding beyond their understanding. The Admiral's tone turned sharp, almost cutting. "Answer me." The older man's voice didn't waver. "Yes, Admiral." "I do." The Admiral's brow furrowed. He leaned in. "Explain yourself now." The older man took a slow breath, like someone opening a door to a locked room. "Because I was Eagle 7. The hangar seemed to exhale all at once. Heads turned. A few jaws dropped. Even the Admiral froze mid-step, as if the ground had just shifted beneath him. Years ago, Eagle 7 wasn't just a call sign. It was a legend whispered through corridors and night shifts. A pilot who stayed behind when the evacuation order was given, who flew a burning aircraft into enemy fire to protect hundreds of lives. Eagle 7 disappeared that night. No body, no glory, just a name carved quietly into a plaque. The Admiral straightened, the sharpness in his eyes slowly replaced by something else, recognition, shock, and a trace of humility. "You," he murmured almost to himself. "You were the one." The older man gave a small nod. "I was a soldier like any other. Did what had to be done." The recruits stared at him differently now. Their earlier dismissiveness melted into awe. The Admiral, who moments ago stood like a mountain, suddenly looked smaller. Not in rank, but in realization. He had barked at a ghost, a hero hidden in plain sight. He cleared his throat. "Why return now, after all these years?" The man looked at the row of young faces beside him. "Because duty doesn't end with medals, Admiral. It ends when the next generation is ready to carry it forward." The Admiral lowered his gaze for a moment. Then in front of everyone, he stepped back and saluted him. A rare gesture, an Admiral saluting a recruit. The hangar filled with the sound of boots hitting the floor as every soldier followed suit. Salutes rose like a wave. The older man stood quietly, his eyes soft. Not proud, not boastful. Just present. In that silence, something shifted. Not in protocol, but in spirit. Respect had found its rightful place. Some stories aren't shouted. They're whispered in calm voices, carried by those who lived them. Not for applause, but for purpose. If this story moved you, like, comment, share your thoughts below, and subscribe to Kindness Valley for more untold stories. Sometimes the loudest power lies in quiet dignity.